D.C. today. Jingle over there. My name is Laura Garza. I'm Vice President of SEIU Local 1 and the Recording Secretary for the State Council, the Illinois State Council. Are you ready to go to D.C.? Yeah! Are you ready to take out Wall Street? Yeah! Are you sure you're ready? I can't hear you. Yeah! That's right, we're ready. We keep hearing that Wall Street has recovered, but have you seen it in your neighborhoods? No. Have you seen it in your schools? No. Have you seen it in your wallets and in your purse? No, right? Well, it's time for Main Street to recover, isn't it? Yeah. That's right. That's why we're going together to demand that mainstream America recovers too. We are joining with thousands of Americans tomorrow that are coming from across the U.S. to demand that workers and their families recover too, not just Wall Street. Are we ready?
Everyone, say hello to our governor, Governor Pat Quinn. Thank you. It's so important that our voice be heard. We just cannot let people like Glenn Beck. Who's he? You know, is he speaking for you and me? No. You know, he came here to our state a couple weeks ago, facilitated by the United Republican Fund of Illinois, whatever that is. But he came to our state, and he had a so-called rally up there. 32 days to the election. It's 64 days if you don't sleep. And I think we better not sleep. We've got to stand on guard for the victory we won in 2008. We told the whole country that people in Illinois, our state, the land of Lincoln and the land of Obama, we know how to organize. We know how to put people together. We believe early to bed, early to rise, work like hell and organize.
Slow process.
Okay.
And
why are you going to Washington?
We're going to Washington so we can protest, you know, that we need jobs. We need them to leave our Social Security alone, and we don't want it privatized at all. And we really want to improve the health care bill that's already on the table.
Okay.
All right, folks, let's see if we all listen.
And what are you going to do after you come back?
If you are with Local 73,
when I come back, we're going to start working a little campaign thing. We're going to try to get Alexis in, Alexis Julius, and Pat Quinn in, so we can keep these Tea Party idiots out.
I'm going to Washington because I believe we deserve a better education for our people, that we're laying off all these teachers, and I don't see any reason for that. We need a whole lot more jobs, and we need to keep them in America, not send them overseas. That's why I'm going now.
We're going to Washington for jobs, for justice, for all of us, not just all of us here, but United States of America. We got to prove a point.
My name is Mac. I'm from Indiana.
Indiana? What city in Indiana?
East Chicago, Indiana.
East Chicago, okay. And why are you going to Washington to this big march?
Well, I'm going to Washington for this big march to stand up, which is right. People from all over the country got to realize that the president's been in office less than 2 years, and we as American people expect everything overnight. And we have to just wake up and fight, because if Republicans get back in office, fathers in Congress and the Senate, it's the same old thing. The president can't pass nothing, he can't get nothing done, because the Republican Party will not work with him. Like he said on this news conference not too while ago, if the sky was blue, the Republican Party would say it's not. And so, and you got to just wake up.
Right.
And have patience.
Do you think that the demonstration is going to have an impact on voter turnout in the November election?
Yes, I really think so, because like a lot of the Democrats is mad, and a lot of watching the news, they're going to stay at home. But I don't believe that. I really think it's going to be a surprise come November 2nd.
My name is Josh. I'm a high school student. I'm a junior. Yeah. And I'm here. This is my first going to someplace to protest. Yeah, so here for the experience and to hopefully help younger people know about this kind of stuff, I guess.
My name is Nancy Wade. I at one time was a teacher in the Chicago Public Schools. I'm still an educator, but not in the Chicago Public Schools. And we all know where the money's going. It's not to Chicago Public Schools. It's something like 2,000 teachers were laid off. But there's still money to go to Iraq, Afghanistan, rattling sabers for Iran. How come we can't spend money in Chicago, in the area, for education and for jobs?
I'm an advocate for the old people in the nursing home, and we citizens, we need help. Our Social Security, and some of those people in those homes, you wouldn't believe it until you go in there and you see it. I work in there and I know. So we need help. That's smart. With our Social Security and the old people in the facilities.
Thank you very much.
On this march because I just can't stand it anymore. I mean, there's so many things in our country that need doing, you know, and there's so many people, especially young people, who want to do it, who would like to be trained. We have skilled union journeymen in all kinds of fields who would love to train them. And why can't those things come together to make our country better and, you know, to make our lives better? We're still the richest country in the world. Why do almost the majority of our children live in poverty? You know, there's just too many contradictions, and I think the answer is for all of us to join together and make our voices heard. So I'm so happy to be able to meet all of you and join with you today.
I want to make sure that people out there that are apathetic towards voting, they're afraid, they're listening to stupid things like Fox News, and they're hearing things like the Republicans are going to win hands down and roll right over us. I want the people that are out there who voted for Obama to see that there are a lot of people that are still fighting and that they don't have to sit back and just take it. They can actually go and vote and continue Obama's march on changing this country back for the middle class. And that's why I'm here. Thanks.